point I was buying mad, like I was really diving into my fashion stuff. You know, it's a very fashionable. What? You could put the chains over the shirt. Big baller shit. You know? You ever seen Keon's chain? Keon got that big Jesus piece. That shit sit over his shirt. Ears won't pop. Feel like I'm on a flight. For real. How I look? I look crazy? Mm. Well, one, uh, let's look at the beautiful things about what you're saying, right? Like, one, can you imagine being in a position where most of your games are prime time? That is super cool. I want to give a, shout out like to the team because that's cool, right? And hearing you ask the question, like you realize that, like that's pretty dope, man. But the preparation happens during the week, right? And then when you get closer, like to the game day, all the hard preparation goes away. So regardless of what the time of battle is, it really don't matter, bro. Like 1 o'clock, sometimes it's 4:30, maybe 4:15. Sometimes it's 7:30 or 8:30 or 8:15. It don't matter. Like we've been molded to, you know, put the ball anywhere, parking lot, backyard. We're the underdogs, even though like we're everybody loves us, but we're still the underdogs. Don't nobody want us to win, and we understand that. So yeah, it really don't matter what time of day it is. 1 all the way to 8, Sunday, Thursday, Monday, preseason Saturday, Friday, I guess. Vandy. Yeah, that's my Jersey brother. Vandy's a Jersey kid. I think he surfs and does all weird shit. I mean, I'm so sorry. All type of weird stuff. Vandy, oh my gosh. Vandy surfs, and I love Vandy. Okay, Vandy is a dude that's been here for a little while, and with him being here for a little while, he knows what to do, what not to do, how to play, how to prepare, and how to be available. And in this league, sometimes you got to punch your ticket. And I just seen a consistent basis of professionalism from Vandy. He wakes up, he comes in here, doesn't come and complain. He makes us smile, he makes us laugh. He acts like, you know, sometimes the of the room, our guy, our Jersey Vandy. But he's been doing a good job. Yeah, sorry for cursing. It kind of slipped. I felt like I was talking to Vandy. Sorry. That's how I talk to Vandy, always on some weird. How we're all human, right? Oh, Hawsey. Yeah. Tell me what they're saying about him. I want to know. We talk about on the field or off the field. What you know about Hawsey off the field? I didn't see it. I did not see it. I want to see it. If you could like send it to me, like send it to me. Yeah. He's Hawsey is in a good way. He's just a stone cold killer. He's not going to be the loudest guy in the room. He's probably not going to start the conversation. He's probably just going to do what he's asked. If you ask Hawsey to run 1,000 yards and don't stop until you finish the 1,000 yards, he'll run 1,000 yards until he doesn't stop, which is stone cold killer vibes, right? So, and then he plays football well, right? He blocks and he obviously catches what we all have learned. What week one, right? Week one, like he had that big catch. So, like Halsey like came in and everybody's like, oh, he's the best blocker. He's the best blocker. And we're like, you guys don't know he can catch too. And he catches the ball and then it just turns. But Halsey's he's just a kid, man. Like he's a stone cold killer kid in all good ways of saying it. I say it within the Halloween aura. He's a stone cold killer. Okay, if that answers that question, right? He's running around with a heavy bag. He just got paid. No, um, all jokes aside, Cook is no, he's the same Cook as he's always been. Um, he just shows up, man. He just shows up. I can say that maybe he's playing a little bit more free, but that's what happens like when you cross the threshold of making it to your first contract outside of your rookie deal. When you make it to your second deal, that's when kind of the weight is thrown off of your shoulders, and then you immediately put on another weight of now I have to perform of what I'm being, you know, paid to honestly do. But he's the same dude. Same dude. He still is very quiet. He still is just Cook, and he's gonna go in there, and when it's time to perform, Cook is gonna do something that helps the team win a football game. Yeah. Yeah. There he is. Well, one, I would say some credit to you. That is probably the best question that you can ask a tackle. And knowing that we do not receive help because in the aura of the world that we live in, right? There's no disrespect. Everybody's playbook is different, right? Everybody's scheme of play is different. Sometimes it helps, some whatever. We, as you said, and as you learn, we don't really get that much help. And for tackles that get help, they understand how beautiful it is. And for tackles that don't get help, we understand how much it could dag, like give us a little bit of chip help or something like it's always how do I say it? Getting chip help is like riding your I don't I can't say that because somebody's gonna spin it. It's almost like in ways bowling with bumpers, right? Like if you bowl and you have bumpers, it just makes your life a little easier because you can still do it without the bumpers. But if you need a little bump, it'll just put you back on. But as a tackle, um, it's beautiful when you can block one on one. I love chip help though. Like let's not get it twisted. I wish we could have chip help every play, right? Like I wish that we can all have chip help every play. But this is just a playbook where the tackles have to be able to block and you have to be able to do it and by yourself. But we take a lot of pride in that. Yes, we really do. We really do. And just every once in a while, like we even talk about it, like we wish that people would, look at that a little bit more when you're talking about how many pass plays to run plays you had, and then with positives and negatives, and then with penalties and not, and this and that, because that all goes into the aura of playing tackle, right? Like we're on an island. And when you can have help, it's a beautiful thing. But when you don't have help, it's also a beautiful thing because you can do it. But it's just a harder game. But great question, though, bro. Yeah. What losses? We really don't lose too many. Not to sound nothing, but we take pride on really not losing a lot. And our quarterback gets us out of trouble as much as we get him in, and as much as we get him in, he gets us out. But um, to answer your question, because you've asked it, we are at a point in our careers as tackles that we know things are going to go good. We know things are going to go bad. Like the referees throw flags, right? I can get mad at every holding call and what they call, or every false start, or everything, right? But instead, I just turn my head and I just say great call and just keep on pushing, right? Whether it was a bad call or a good call. Once it's called, you can't do anything. So realistically, you can beat yourself up, or you could just move the heck on and play the next snap. And I live in a world where I take a lot of pride in protecting 17, right? I protect him like he's my real family, which he is. And I protect him like he's really my little older brother. And if he ever does if anything ever does go wrong, I brush it away immediately because I don't want it to affect that next play. And if you do allow it to, it'll affect you for the rest of the game. Like we all want to be perfect. We really do. We go out there and we try to play perfect, but sometimes perfect is just unrealistic in every phase of life. Marriage, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever you anything, work life, media, you might have missed the thing, like accidentally cursed, right? Like I can't be perfect, but knowing I just let it go, make fun of it and rolling with the punches because life is not meant to be easy. That's why every road on the street has potholes. You see what I'm saying? It be like that. Some, you know, spell Mississippi. Spell Mississippi. Right. So he studies. I can tell that he reads a lot of books and stuff, right? He practices on being perfect, right? Right. You know what I'm saying? What else y'all got, man? Nothing else? We lost to him. We lost to the Saints, right? I think the last time they played here, if I'm correct. I don't forget stuff and like that. So, um, not that that's about to make us play harder, but that's in our heads, right? And regardless of the last names that changed, the logo is still in the same. And the last time they came to our home field, they beat us. So, right, it's time for us to restamp that and let that be a win. That's the mindset. Like respect our opponents, but just know that we play a game and we want to win just as bad as they do. But they beat us last time, so let's try our best to beat them this time. Huh? See Cam. See Cam Jordan. It's a good dude. It's a friend of mine. I like 96. Uh, Good player. The guys play hard, man, and they play hard. And I enjoy when people play the game the right way. And these guys play the game the right way. So it'll be a very respectful game from player to player because we and respect good opponents. And one, uh, their record doesn't really define them. Like they only lost by like I don't know a touchdown or less, right? And it's like games can go either way, but within that, I see a good group of guys, and I speak on the defense. I know they have a younger quarterback, but the defense, I think that they play well. And for defense that plays well, that means they're coming to get who? 17. So for us to know that these guys are coming in here to take out our guy, we got to be on our pivot as always. Yeah, my boy. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Dalton kind of seems older, right? But he's not older, but he just seems more I don't he was never not mature, but he just seems more of a full package professional. And I think he understands how everything goes, right? First year, second year, third year, eh, everything has to kind of start flowing, right? Like it needs to start really oiling up. And I think that he's a kid that is on the right track. And I've seen growth, I've seen leadership, I've seen a man, and I've seen somebody who wants to win. And we're only at game 4, and I've loved everything that I've seen since the first three games. So I'm happy to see where the rest of the season goes for Dalt because he's a good kid. He's a good dude, and he plays the game right. And it's my Canadian brother, so right from across the Peace Bridge, he's right here and doing his thing for One Bills Drive. Oh man, Dalton is Dalton is good. I think having Hawsey around makes everybody block better, even us, because we look at him and even Chrome in meetings, and he'll say, "Up, look at Hawsey. There goes Hawsey," and you used to see Hawsey taking somebody from here all the way past. We're like, that was a DN, right? Not just a skinny guy. That's a DN, and it's a reflection on Dalton, Dawson, Reggie, all of those guys. It's a reflection on all of them. I think everybody on this team is making everybody better. And it's scary because they're like you have a lot of guys on the team that aren't that super household solidified name, but everybody is making everybody better. And I'm enjoying it, you know. Year 9 really don't feel like 9. It feels like 5. And as I always say, I'm blessed to be here. Got quiet. We're done. Perfect. Thank you guys and gal.
Oh, you said you're in year 10.
Huh?
Oh, you said you're in year 10.
No, but realistic, but body